Ladies and gentlemen, the final of the men's singles of the 35th ITTF ATTU Asian Cup, presented by Windows to Global Trade, is about to begin. 女士们、先生们，由全球贸易之窗呈现的第35届国际乒联亚乒联盟亚洲杯男子单打决赛即将开始，全场大声倒数10。
Welcome back to the HAIKOU Wuyu on the gymnasium. It's time for the men's singles finals. Stay with us.
Let's warmly welcome the players. 让我们用最大的掌声和欢呼声，有请运动员入场。Tomokazu HARIMOTO, representing Japan. Chuqin, representing China.
So here we have our two contestants up next, the two finalists in the 35th ITTF ATTU Asian Cup. Don't forget that Wang Chuqin is actually the defending champion as well, and the world number 1. Tomokazu HARIMOTO is the world number 5. They've met on 16 occasions, out of which Wang has won 13 and HARIMOTO 3. World ranking of 1 against world ranking of number 5. 85% win-loss record for Wang Chuqin, 72% for HARIMOTO. Very interesting battle. Wang Chuqin is 25 years old. Tomokazu HARIMOTO, 22. It's been quite a ride to the finale. Remember earlier in the semi-finals, or in the third and fourth place game, we had Miwa HARIMOTO, Tomokazu's young kid sister or youngest sister, and she did lose to Kwai Mon in bronze medal match. But HARIMOTO siblings always up there. Here's Tomokazu right there in the finale. Well, in 2025, he did not reach the spot because it was Liang Jin-kung who defeated him in the quarterfinals, and then Liang Jin-kung of course was defeated by Wang Chuqin in the finale. This year, Tomokazu HARIMOTO is a finalist. Last time around, Wang Chuqin got the better of Liang Jin-kung for love. It's a very interesting battle between these two, and just look at the last two matches. In 2025 at the ITTF ATTU Asian Team Championships in Bhubaneswar,
what do you choose?
Wang Chuqin who won.
Right. Receive. Good side.
We were talking about this earlier, right? Whichever side the player is, they actually choose that side. Don't really cross over. But yeah, that's interesting just to look at it. As the lads well far. We shall, of course, get to a few bits and bobs from them. Tomokazu Harimoto, 22 years old, world ranking of 5, right hand, kick hand grip. Absolutely fluid with his movement too. Has changed his approach in his game over the last couple of years. Both defensive attack style. So he defeated Kitagami, Lanchi, Hongiroto, Senizuka, Adio Sensei, Adio Sensei, Wong Ting, and Liao Sensei. So actually, he fell to Wong Ting, which is a very, very interesting match that was played out. Wong Ting, of course, from Hong Kong fan, another star player. Now he has Wang Chuqin, 5 years old, world ranking of 1, left-handed kick and grip. It's the right combination that you're looking at this finale. And been pretty much undefeated, got the better of Sung Yuan, Dutchy Hao, Isaac Beck, Mohammed Abdul Wahab, as well as Hung Yi Sin and Akash Pal. I think Harimoto, of course, did have that one. Well, getting to the finale. So the last two wins that they played out, as we get to that, let's also remind you that Mohammed Al-Alawi of Oman is our main employer. And by of Pakistan. So last match in 2025, ITTF ATTU Asian Team Championship Bhubaneswar. It was Wang Chuqin that dominated, or rather that won 3-2. But in the 2025 WTD champion in Yokohama, it was Harimoto that won.
Wang versus Harimoto. First game. Harimoto to serve. Love all.
So it is Harimoto who will serve.
Love one. One all.
And Harimoto was just making sure that he doesn't give Wang Chuqin too much space to play those arms, especially at this point. It's 1-1 now.
One, two.
And that is some phenomenal play that we're looking at from both these lads. Just a change of ball here.
Two all.
And that is absolute service there from Wang Chuqin. It's now 2-2.
Three, two.
3-3.
Two, four.
So Harimoto takes a 2-point lead. Remember, these two have played a lot alongside each other.
2-4. 3-4.
And you give Chuqin the chance to just use that forehand, and he is going to, well, let it fly. And he excels at that part. That angle of attack really his favorite.
Let 3-4.
And it's something that Harimoto does understand as well.
4-4.
One Chuqin going level here. Whole service, it's now 4-all.
Five, four.
Harimoto will claim the point. Ability, well, to just bend back and, cover those replies. But this time, Wang Chuqin just holding his own. It's now 5-all. And Wang Hao in Wang Chuqin's corner, while former, Japanese star Seiya Kishikawa in Harimoto's. That's the Kigolo reply. Absolutely quick here. And Harimoto, looking to match, the world number one. That is a phenomenal return and well played.
Seven, 5.
Keep in mind the fact that both these lads have an aggressive style of play. Harimoto has changed his to a more defensive style.
7-5.
But his opponent is known to be one of the most aggressive, attackers of all time. Just got that massive, massive forehand.
7-6.
7-6. Wang Chuqin does well here.
Eight.
That backhand. They're just slowing Wang Chuqin down. And Harimoto will be glad to claim that.
Let 6-8.
Was looking for that finish. He wasn't going to leave that unturned, and that's what he's really, really well known for, isn't it? When we always talk about it, Wang Chuqin.
On.
The third ball attacks will never cease. One of the strong points, in his arsenal of table tennis weapons. And that's just put away. That is just put away without a chance for an option for a reply. It's now 8-9. Oh, the world number one just dominating that. You don't want to give him that angle. And I think Harimoto understands that, but he'll draw one back too. It's now 9-all. It's one thing that both these lads understand. There's pride at stake. That's Asian pride.
Nine, 10.
So that's well played. Harimoto does well. It's now 9-10 game point, but Wang Chuqin still has to serve and a chance, of course, to push this into deuce. It's been very similar, the meteoric rise of these two young lads, you know, into the top 10 and the consistency to stay there.
11-9
And that one is
game
back out,
to
so
Harimoto.
Harimoto will claim the first game. 11-9 as Wang Chuqin, well, drags that just out of the table. It's an interesting start here to this finale. Well, just about giving it a tad bit of a turn there. Tomokazu Harimoto. And the first game, of course, won by the Japanese paddler 11-9. Stay with us as this thrilling finale will continue right here at the HAIKOU Wuyu Under the Gymnasium.
体谅的后没关系啊，真是说他拉你给他球，他拉你他也拉不死啊，最后变成全是里边乒乓乓一个出来之后，他有这样的合作，完了就保护完，这个还是要带着心情多打啊，包括没关系。Time，哎，静下心来啊。
Second game, Wang to serve. Love ball.
So Wang will serve to start off the second game. Harimoto claiming the first.
Love one.
Harimoto claims the first point. Well played there.
All.
Well corrected. Wang Chuqin finally regaining control.
Two, one.
That's well played. Absolutely well played here. Tomokazu Harimoto is all fired up too.
Two, all.
And it's now 2-all. Well, the world number one, couple of things that we never really look up, we realize about him. Remember when he was 15 years old, he credited most of his entire inspiration, actually, he said, was Ma Long. Well, that's the fine finish. Putting that beyond, well, a reply. He said that, you know, spent a bit of time. He was in that Olympic team with Ma Long as well. Learned a lot from him.
Two, four.
That's quickly disposed. The quick point here for Wang Chuqin. Got Wang Hao there in his corner. Wang Hao was also the world champion. Not mistaken, well, 3 world championships in a row, or around how much. He's a great mentor.
Two, five.
And the world number one now, well, staying steady as he leads by 3 points. "12 years Ma Long's junior when he played alongside him."
6-2.
Harimoto just struggling a little bit now, gets it straight off the net. It's, well, 6-2. Wang to serve.
Seven, two.
A strong play from the world number one, and it hasn't been a bed of roses for him all this time. Remember, he had that really bad injury during the Paris Olympics, if I'm not mistaken, and then He was also, well, penalized for, well, slamming his racket once. But he's come really strong back from everything.
2-8.
Then very quick points here for Wang Chuqin, who seems to be running away with the second game. And Harimoto will have to put on his thinking cap.
Three, 8.
And a point back for Harimoto. Well, excellent serve there from him. Well, nice comeback too from Harimoto to reply to that earlier. It's now 8-4. Been asked why, what really about Ma Long inspired him, and Wang once said his determination and his IQ for the sport are things I've absorbed at the time. He said right from childhood days. Well, you also wouldn't know that in his free time, well, the world number one is actually a pool enthusiast. Loves playing pool and snooker. Spends time alone sometimes, and will find a room to play it by himself.
8-5.
And another point here for Harimoto. It's very interesting that, Wang's favorite sportsman is actually, besides Ma Long, is seven-time world champion of snooker, Ronnie O'Sullivan. And Ronnie O'Sullivan actually recorded a video to congratulate Wang after his performance at the Olympics, which is very, very interesting.
5-9.
5-9. And it looks like the world number one does want to claim this game, wants to make it even Stevens here. Harimoto to serve. So let's make it game point. Game point here.
Ten.
Well, he's dragged that out with his backhand. Harimoto will gain another point. It's now 10-6, and that, of course, is Seiya Kishikawa. He's represented Japan before. He took over the reins of handling the Japanese team last year.
10.
Another
7.
point in the bag. It's a lovely return there from the Japanese paddler. Well, still has its foot on the accelerator here, Wang Chuqin, in this game. And that's another point in. A couple of full points in there. 8-10. But one thing is for certain. This is going to be a battle.
8-10.
And here we go.
Game
to Wang Chuqin as Harimoto has an error off the net. It's a one game apiece in the men's final of the 35th ITTF ATTU Asian Cup. And I'm sure that Wang Hao would have a few words here for Wang Chuqin, because he was watching that very intently. And Wang Hao is known for his technical brilliance and understanding of the game. So interesting here. It's now one game apiece as Wang Chuqin wins the second one 11-8 after Harimoto took the first game 11-9.
Time.
Well, as we get into the third game, just a few bits and bobs on, Wang Chuqin that some of us miss out on. Grew up in northeastern China, and he's a massive fan of English, which is fried pork and scoop and hot pot. Major, and when he won at the Olympics, he was coming home, and well, the press asked his dad, "What's he gonna have?" And he said, "Definitely fried pork and scoop and hot pot." So he's a simple lad, away from it. Loves his time by himself as well to introspect. Harimoto to serve now. That's going to be first point here for the world number one, the club one.
Love.
But that's the killer move here. All fired up now. Wang Chuqin. Well, just changed that angle entirely. And, Harimoto in that first game was just keeping that ball away from that area. But this time, it's had a few loose ones flying in. And that's the fine way to do it. Finally getting it away from his comfort zone for Wang Chuqin. Harimoto sends it, well, straight down, changing direction at the right time. That's a lovely finish. That's absolutely fine flick there. Absolutely fine backhand flick. So it's 2-all in the third game.
Two, three.
He'll claim it this time around. Harimoto to serve at 2-3. Oh, what a reply! What an absolutely stunning reply from the Japanese paddler. Well, if you're a fan of Wang Chuqin, you should know these two bits. The fans lovingly call him Big Head, and that's not because of anything else. But when he was young, he was asked in a live stream, and he said that, he had a big head as a child, and a lot of his friends call him that, and that just stuck. One of the few left-handed table tennis players in Chinese team history. And uses that left hand to good measure. Now needs 4-3. First left-hander from China to qualify for the Olympic men's singles in the 21st century. But we'll tell you a secret about his left hand in just a bit. Wang to serve. Oh, just couldn't entirely getting control of that. So Harimoto will equalize here. It's 4-all. So Wang Chuqin, while he's a left-handed, superb player, he eats with his left hand. Here's a secret. He writes with his right hand. That's another point back for Harimoto. That's a lead 5-4. Now both these paddlers try and avoid rallies. They both like to try on the third ball attack, but Harimoto will claim the spoils here. It's now 4-6. Wang Chuqin to serve.
Five, six.
The Wang Chuqin getting his own back here as he holds serve.
On.
So was attempting to loop that over, just a little bit of a problem. I would believe Harimoto had a hook in mind. But it's 6-all here. Harimoto to serve.
6-all.
That is a fine display. Just what that came off. Harimoto's racket wrong. 6-7 now. He knows it. Well, had it all going. well, till that caught the edge.
Seven all.
Just looking for a killer backhand flick, but Harimoto will take advantage of that error from the world number one. It's now 7-all. Wang Chuqin to serve. Considered one of the most aggressive, powerful of paddlers.
7
At this
8.
time, Harimoto says, I'm just going to draw that back, straight off the edge. 7-8.
Nine 7.
7-9 now. I've just been talking about how, Wang Chuqin, his rise has been meteoric in a way.
Ten
And
7.
that's game point here for Harimoto. He's a native of Jilin, China. Joined the Beijing team at age 9, won his first major international event in 2012, the ITTF Junior Circuit Premium.
11 7.
And
Game
Harimoto
to
will
Harimoto.
claim the third game. It's now 11-7, and what a battle this is turning out to be. Tomokazu Harimoto now leads 2-1. What an interesting battle. And let's get a view of that winning point there. Harimoto with the serve. And he's played a very good mind game here. Excellent work being done here by the Japanese paddler. 2-1. There's still a lot more to come. Stay with us.
Time.
外带一下，你只有顶着它，顶正手就中间有点旋转啊。
And it's over to
Fourth game.
the fourth game.
Wang to serve.
Don't forget that while we look
Top
at
on.
everything else, Wang, of course, is considered, what his first ITTF junior event at the age of 12, considered to be the new king of table tennis and an heir to the throne that's left vacant by Ma Long. Got a couple of big stars in there as well, like Fan Zhendong, and we've got Lin Shidong. But Lin Shidong was fairly newer to the scene. Did claim world number one last year for a bit.
1
Oh,
off.
that is an absolutely fine forehand. And that trademark shot from Wang Chuqin. Well, just creates an amazing amount of acceleration with that move. Employs that upper body to the max as well.
Love 2.
There's 2 straight points here as Wang Chuqin holds serve. And this is pretty much, well, the pattern that we saw in that second game between these two. I don't know whether it's the side.
Love 3.
Couple of errors here from Harimoto as he trails by 3 points.
Four. Love.
Would have definitely been something in here for Harimoto, but Wang Chuqin, well, just not allowing his Japanese counterpart any space. He's kept it quick, he's kept it fast. Just closing down the angles, squeezing the distance. Out of space for Harimoto, and that's the killer move. And he's been setting up that ball very nicely for a, well, third ball attack. And that's lethal. And this is that area where you don't want to let him fly free. So 5-love. That's 6-love.
Love
That is a
6.
fine display. Wang Chuqin, well, coming back a lot stronger in this game after falling, well, in that third encounter.
Love 6.
Absolutely stunning play. Just a display of why deservedly he is the world number 1. And
6.
Harimoto finally opening his account. Well, in the 4th game.
Seven, 1.
Well, very subdued celebration there from Wang Chuqin, but he leads 7-1.
Seven, 2.
Once again, a draw here. I do believe Harimoto will try his level best to get back into the action. Was looking to drag that across for the first time around. Wang Chuqin actually knocks the net from his favorite position. Now that's the score shot, very well, lovely backhand. Quite an event, if you ask me.
Let 3, 8.
Time for Harimoto to get it back in action. Well, that's what you call another powerful forehand. Harimoto, well, just replying the same way that his opponent would have. Got that space to slam that home.
Eight, 5.
And that's another one here for Harimoto. So 8-5.
Five,
And Harimoto can't believe it. Played back from the net. Just failed to climb over. This is where it's been pretty much this pattern in the second game as well. Wang Chuqin, in a familiar position, 2 points away from, well, claiming this game. Harimoto serves at 5, Wang at 9.
Let 5, 9. Let 5, 9. Five, 10.
The Bulls rally really, really amazing here, and Wang Chuqin will hold his own. It's now 10-5. Well, that's a marvelous finish with the extended forehand.
11, 5.
That's Harimoto.
Game to
And Wang
1.
Chuqin will claim it 11-5. 2 games apiece here for the world number 1 and the world number 5. Stay with us as the action continues right here at the 35th ITTF ATTU Asian Cup. And we are coming at you live from the HAIKOU Yuan River Gymnasium, and an error from Harimoto will grant that final point to the world number one.
看似这种平慢，它全是大拉手的慢慢摆，这个人有说往前站没关系，真戳你裆，你往前顶，就拉转一下，拉转一下，拉转拉到别拉的时候，还不算拉紧，再顶他一下，然后摆短一下，摆短不行弄上来，直接往这过来就下，这会儿打到这会儿，注意谁。
ストップされたボール、ストップ以上あるじゃないですか。ついていいですよね、たまにね。全然いい。日差し待ってるけど、ストップの展開ついていい。タイム。3球目で続くの全然いいです。3球目がなんか。
Fifth game. Harimoto to serve. Love all.
Time to get back to the table. And this, of course, is game number 5. Harimoto serves. Well, almost not together, but one Chuqin will win this conversation. What a debate this was turning out to be before the world number one just put an end to it. Lovely backhand there, re-stretches out to get back to it, and then that return backhand. Absolutely powerful there from Wang Chuqin.
Love.
2 points ahead. It's been a bit of an odd start for Harimoto in this 5th world game. Remember, they stand at 2 games apiece.
Timeout.
And I think, well, a timeout being called. Harimoto will have a conversation with his coach.
チキータとか来られるのが一番ダメ、それは一番ダメ。ありつつのこれは効くんですよ。出だしは相手まだ足動いてないから入れない。今もう前見えたら16で先前1手前です。3球目4球目続きは全然いい。はい。レシーブは全然チキータといいかな。たまにバック前だし、たまにロングだし。日本に行くようなそうですね。フォーマンチキータは取れてないから。絶対。ここまでフォーマンショットにさ、全然いい。で、遅れたらもうこれもつっついていいですよ。さあ自分がもうちょっとフォーマン入るか。今奥に行き過ぎたから。さっき打ち切り出したら横チキでやったみたいに。相手あれやって折れなかったら勝てない。ラリーも悪くないからね。絶対勝ちたいから。もうちょっと早く、もうちょっと早く。自分から強く。戻すならもう強くしてる。
Time. Love.
So, Kazu Harimoto calling a timeout, and a much needed one. Needed to have a chat there with his coach, because he started off this world game, well, a dropping serve on both points, and just a cause for concern. A trademark finish from the world champion. You know that when he squats, and if he gets it right, it's going to be unplayable at that part. There have been a few to return it, though.
One, 3.
Goes off the edge. It's going to be a precious point here for Harimoto. And what a finish.
3.
Harimoto back in control here, but it's now 2-3, and Wang's got a smile as well. That's the kind of intensity that he drives normally into his forehand. But this time, great acceleration, absolutely fine finish there.
Three all.
He trying to cut that down earlier with 1-2 thing, a bit of back spin in there, but Harimoto just turning it over. It's now 3-all.
Three all.
Well, to finish that, and that's exactly what he's done. It's now 4-3. And he's just motivating himself soon after that killer move. 4-3.
Four all.
And Harimoto knows that every point counts for him now. Now what a way to reach up third and come back and win it. That is absolutely brilliant here from the world number one. It's now 5-4. Harimoto making Wang Chuqin stretch, but Wang Chuqin just coming back to take control of the situation, and what a finish.
Let 4-5.
That changes direction there. Wang Chuqin now controlling those rallies, leads 6-4. Wang to serve at 6-4. Not pleased with his move. Harimoto gets it out of the table. Well, he needs to, stay in touch. He needs to keep that pattern. He needs to win this game, because if Wang Chuqin does, it could change things around a little bit. It could be the game changer in this event. But let's wait and find out. Wang to serve, 7-4. Well played there.
7.
Harimoto, just looping that really well. Wanted to change things around. Tomokazu, Harimoto, often called
5-7.
the table tennis Mozart, for the way that he can orchestrate things at the table. He was a prodigy himself. Plays a close to the table style, youngest ever winner.
6.
That's another point in the bag. Youngest ever winner of multiple ITTF World Tour and World Junior titles. Was born in Sendai to former Chinese professional players who moved over to Japan. His father, Yu Harimoto, has been a great influence in his life. His mother is also a former China national table tennis team player. And that's even Steven Taylor. Harimoto draws back. It's now 7-all. He won the Czech Open title in the ITTF World Tour men's singles at the age of 14 years and 61 days, being one of the youngest. And those winners will keep coming at that corner, and Wang Chuqin knows it. Wang Hao definitely always great support for the world number one. Well, even at the time that he was, well, totally upset, and I do remember in the World Championships last year when he did take the exit door from the finale before he got to the finale. And what an event it was.
Seven, 9.
And Harimoto, just a few errors there, and that's going to be costly. 7-9 now.
Eight,
But
9.
Harimoto says I'm not done yet. It's now 8-9. A chance here to equalize.
Timeout.
And Wang Chuqin now taking a timeout. Harimoto, who's leading in this game.
好吧，还有拉到我后面去。现在是他球，你一出球哪一出球，他也很能下，但结果就是后面就要收过去，就罚你死转，对吧？摆得很好，摆得很好，他摆得反正小三角一个摆得很好。然后他这个是故意是摆得长短或者反正这个来，或者说他不用拿到这样，要蹬转就行。咱以前的不蹬到中间可以很好，拿得好，知道或者摆得然后。这个后悔主要就是他就摆了转以后，他就第一个往他走的地方，然后或者他就真摆一下他的啊，这个时候再啊，包括没有他直接摆了，包括勾了勾了，啊，还是坚定，这会儿就相信自己，现在啊，出手果断坚定，不犹豫。
Time.
Few quick words from his coach, and very, very needed because, well, he just dropped a whole lot of points, you know, at a stretch.
Eight, 9.
Wang Hao is the current head coach of the Chinese men's table tennis team. Became the world champion in men's singles in 2009. That's very, that's what he was looking for. Needed that block to get out of the way. Game point now for Wang Chuqin. And his coach, of course, Wang Hao, World Cup champion in 2007, 8, and 2010. Ranked number
10,
1
8.
in the ITTF World Rankings for 27 consecutive months. From October 2007 to December 2009. He was surpassed by that by Ma Long in January 2010. 2011, he reclaimed his world number 1 ranking. Known to execute the reverse penhold backhand with exceptional skill.
11,
Wang Hao,
Game
with just
to
a few
one.
words from the master of the game, helping Wang Chuqin here. And the world number 1 claims it to break that pattern. And it's very interesting because he now leads 3 games, world to 2. Harimoto, well, losing out on the trail here. Otherwise, it was 1 game apiece. So Wang Chuqin, the defending champion, leading 3 games to 2. That's Wang Hao with the celebration.
Time.
たまにね、フォアにさっきみたいに1本つついたり、そういうたまにしかない。まだやるだけよ。あ、頑張れ、ここから。
Sixth game. Wang to serve. Love all.
6th game. If Wang Chuqin wins this, He'll defend his championship successfully, or title. If Harimoto wins it, well, we're going to see a change. And Wang has been winning this particular game, which is the second game. Harimoto once again striking that away. Wang Chuqin knows now that every point he wins is important here. Well, it's come a long way in his change in temperament. 2019, remember, he was, well, penalized for slamming a racket when he was, well, upset. And he's really matured, not just as a tennis star, and you have to watch him in interviews. He's a very grounded lad. And once again, Wang Chuqin will claim another point. Well, always seems very cocky on the face of it, but actually he isn't. Very nice lad to talk to, just a bit reserved. But does share a joke every now and then, and especially sometimes with even his opponents that he's friends with. Away from the contest. The wrist is definitely working against Harimoto. Walked that ball off the net, but at this stage of the contest, it doesn't really matter. Remember last year, it was an easier ride for Wang Chuqin when he won. Got the better of Liang Jinkung for love. And Harimoto will fight back. He will fight back. And a third air from his coach.
Three, two.
At that point, will be valuable for him. It's now 2-3. And just a bit of communication there between him and his coach, Taya Kishikawa, along with Jun Mizutani in the men's doubles competitions. 4 consecutive national titles, 2007 to 10. He was also a bronze medalist at the 2009 World Championships, 2 titles at the ITTF Pro Tour, and played for a German team, a club. Now that's 3-all. Harimoto fighting back as well as he can. Well, amazing athletic skill, and this is really tennis at its finest. 2 amazing stars. Both love a pacey power play kind of approach, but different in the way we go about it. And Harimoto, they're dropping a point there. Now 3-4. But he can't believe that. Wang Chuqin getting that right. And Harimoto says, what am I going to do? Well, did everything possible. But that reply, just forceful there from the world number 1. Very, very assertive play from the Chinese battler. Absolutely stunning work being done here. Now, this is really table tennis at its finest. It's just amazing. Remember, a win for Wang Chuqin in this game means the title. Harimoto has to win it at all costs to stay and push this into a 7-game decider. Well, the women's final went down to that. And there's no way you're going to come back from that. There is absolutely no way. Wang Chuqin. And that is killer execution there. There's no doubt about it. Oh, that's a fine precision move. Just beyond play. And Harimoto knows it. If you want to toss the ball up, and one thing, of course, that the world number 1 is great at, setting up the kill. At this time, Harimoto will draw back. And if Wang Chuqin does smile, you know, that's actually an appreciation for his opponent's skill. Doesn't show it, but that is. Because he understands. And it's an error from him as well. That expression says it all.
5,
This time
6.
it's off the net for Harimoto, fighting hard. It's now 5-6. Well, can the Japanese paddler get back in it to win it? Well, the previous game, the previous final between Wang Manyu and Suning Shao was a story to write about. And it looks
6
like
all.
this just might be it as well. Harimoto pulls level. It's now 6-all. Oh, it's end-to-end action here. But whatever happens, the Japanese paddler understands he has to win
6 all.
this game.
Seven, 6.
7-6, and Harimoto knows that every single error will make a difference.
Six, 8.
6-8, and the tide is turning here against Japan's finest. Well, he is the top seed in Japan, number 5 in the world. Six-eight.
Six,
And
9.
that's pretty much turning against him again. Every error will count. It's now 6-9. Wang Chuqin will staying on course to claim it. Harimoto with a backhand-centric game. Well, just struggling a tad bit. What a journey it's been for him and his family. His father Zhang Yu, who took the name Yu Harimoto, and his mother Zhang Ling, who became Rin Harimoto, made the move to Japan. And now Tomokazu and his sister Miwa, representing the national teams, respective men's and women's national teams in Japan. Pride and joy there of Japan. Absolutely stunning play from Wang Chuqin, though.
Eleven, 6.
And that's pretty much it.
Match to 1, 4, 2.
And Wang Chuqin, appreciation there for Wang Hao's guidance as he claims the championship and defends his title. And finally, a celebration there. And one for the fans as well. He knows he's had to work for it. It hasn't been easy in this one. Last year it was, but not this year. But it's been a fine finish as Wang Chuqin defends his title and wins the 35th ITTF ATTU Asian Cup right here at the HAIKOU Wuyuan River Gymnasium. What a win it is as he wins it 4-2. And finally a bit of relief, and that's when you're going to see the boys' side of Wang Chuqin. And I do love that. Taya Kishikawa understands. He's such an amazing coach. That last point. Well, that big forehand once again coming in. And then looking to chop that. Would not have been the finest move. And a bit unfortunate there as Tomokazu. Well, Harimoto will have to let it rest. And appreciation there for Harimoto. They're known rivals. They've played each other well so many times. And there is mutual respect. So out of 18 encounters now, it is Wang Chuqin who's won 14. Winning this, of course, 9-11, 11-8, 7-11, 11-5, 11-8, 11-6. So there we go. 4-2, the final score. Harimoto, well, that game, that one game, the 5th game, which Harimoto should have won. Well, Wang winning it and changing it. It was like breaking surf. So that's pretty much what it was. So We will have the prize presentation for the men's in just a little bit, but what an event it's been. What a stunning event. And, Harimoto just making Wang Chuqin actually work for it. But Wang Chuqin, after losing that second game, came back to win the next 2 games and took entire control of the situation. Harimoto will be back another day, but remember, it's been a great performance from him. And there finally, one for, the fans. Remember, he's got a massive fan following. I would be surprised if it's actually even a tad bit more than Chuqin Shah. But he's a very reserved lad, and but always kind, especially to the younger fans.